G'day, Great Nomad here. I wanted to talk about some of the COVIDiocy I've noticed over the last few months. I was in town the other day, a week or two back. I don't go in very often, thank goodness, so I'm pretty isolated from all this crap. But I was in town and I went to two of the large chain stores, whatever you call them. One's called Bunnings, that's a hardware store. The other one, Big W, I don't know what they sell everything. And whereas they used to have big wide entrances, they're now being split up so that you go in one side of an entrance and you come out the other side. Of course, I walked in the wrong side. Some woman told me that I should go around the other side and I just ignored her. Now you could probably argue that's probably fair enough in some ways, but you get in there, there's no separation at all. You know, there's people there fighting over the bloody 10mm bolts and the volatile and stuff like that, standing cheap by a jowl and trying to lean over everybody else's trolley to get to something. So what's the point in separating this toing and froing as you go in? I guess what they're saying is you don't walk that close to each other. You don't breathe on each other. But then you get in there and you're leaning over people to get to bloody, you know, your half-inch garden hose or whatever. Stupid. And if you go back a few months when all this started, it was even worse. In Bunnings, they blocked off one end of each aisle. So, for argument's sake, on aisle 1 it was blocked off at this end, aisle 2 was blocked off at that end, etc. So now, rather than just sort of going down an aisle, you have to go down to the end, turn around, and they're only about this bloody wide, turn around with your trolley, and then come back past everybody else coming down. So now you're passing each other, you know, within a 15th. What maniac thinks this crap up? And we've come to accept this now as this sort of separate entrance and exit, at least on the shops that, you know, where their entrances facilitate that, is wide enough. So we're being conditioned to do this. At least one thing in Queensland, at least, and certainly rural Queensland, there's been almost no mention of masks or anything. I think in all this time, I think I've seen 3 people wearing a mask. I went to the dentist the other day, no mask in the reception, no mask in the dentist, certainly I didn't have one, no mask anywhere. I went into the doctor's yesterday to pick up a prescription, no mask. Half the shields have come down. They put up all these Perspex shields a while back. Well, half of them have come down. So I don't know what's going on here, but I think we're being had in many ways. But I'll leave it at that for now. I've got work to do. Grey Nomad out.